This is Scratch Your Own Itch, the one show that delivers the conversations that we're afraid to share, but need to. This show is all about creating a life worth living. I'm Logan Tyler Nelson, and I'm your host. So, you're going to hear conversations with creators and entrepreneurs talk about what they do, their current and past traumas, how they became who they are, and what they are truly curious about. This is the show where we talk about the things we think about a lot, but need to talk about more. Please take note that this show is not a substitute for actually creating a life worth living, because this show will stir your beliefs, make you question what it means to create a life worth living. So my promise to you is to always give you one question to answer for yourself today, to start turning your dreams into a reality. All right. Hey, ladies and gents. All right, this is a cool little episode. I just got to get off my head. This is cool, these little mini-sodes, just because straight up, I think mini-sodes are such an opportunity to, really listen to someone's thoughts. And, we read books. Why? Because we want to see ourselves in stories. And so that's why these mini-sodes are so cool. But I've got a real question for you. Have you ever, realized that sometimes you're doing something, you're working really hard for this so-called end goal, career, this thing called retirement, to get out, to finally rest, to be at peace? And I wonder, is there something that you love working on right now? And you would actually spend a lot of your time doing it right now. And you would do it for very, very little in exchange. Of course, we have to be paid for our hard work. But I wonder if there's something that you do that you would really pay for. So, I want you to take a moment after you listen to this to maybe just brainstorm it. And I think hitting the record button on your phone could be a great way to maybe listen back and think about it. So there's this awesome futurist writer. His name's called Kevin Kelly. And Kevin Kelly talks about how when he was traveling, people would ask him, what he was out there for, and how he had so much time on his hands. He could just do whatever he wants. And they asked, even the rich people that would see him at these cafes would be like, what do you do? Wow. What do you do? Are you retired, young man, already? At your young age? And Kevin Kelly would respond with, no, I just, I decided that I just wanted to save up a couple of grand and just do whatever I wanted. And he found out that these rich people didn't feel nearly as rich as Kevin. Why? Because they were tied up. They didn't have any time to actually do what they wanted to do anymore. They had to work on their business or work on their other endeavors or work on their family all the time, and they just didn't have any time for themselves. So when people do come into people's lives and they ask them to do things like meditation or try out a new workout or do something that's outside of their normal range of habits, it is hard. So I want you to simply start small. Simply start small by taking 15 minutes in the morning to asking yourself this question and answering it into a microphone. Just 15 minutes. You know what? Heck, do 1/3 of it. Do it for 5 minutes. Ask yourself this. If I had a tombstone and there was a phrase on this tombstone, what would I like on that tombstone? Just 3 sentences. 3 sentences. I'll share with you mine, just because. Why not? Logan Tyler Nelson was the best part of my day. And he never, ever took from the people that were not ready to be taken from. He only came here to give value. That's what's on my tombstone. And I'll own up to it. And I really want that to be on there. And maybe yours is different, and that's okay. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you do it, that you try it, that you see if that tombstone will actually change. But a tombstone is concrete for a reason. It doesn't morph too much. But when you figure it out, a lot more things get super hyper focused for you when you know it's on your tombstone. When I have the chance to be the best part of someone's day, that puts a lot of things in perspective. So, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for me, please. And if you could take the time to share this, that would mean the world to me. Thank you so much. That would be so cool. Honestly, that'd be so cool. But don't ever forget, you do matter and you're enough.
There'll be girls across the nation that'll eat this up. They don't know that it's your soul, but could you bottle it up? Get down to the heart of it. No, it's my heart. Your shit out of your luck. Don't make me tell you again. Woo! Love, love, love. Hey. Love, 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 love.
Oh, wow. You made it to the very end of the show. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Scratch Your Own Itch with your host, Logan Tyler Nelson. To make it to the end? Gosh, that doesn't happen very much nowadays. I mean, especially with the constant distraction. So, I appreciate all of the efforts that you just took out of your day to make it to the end. And if you hit that subscribe button and leave a review, you would have no idea what that would mean to me. So thank you so much for taking the time to hit that subscribe button. And if you leave a review, check it out. Just screenshot it, send it to me, and I'd love to host your review out on the show. But don't ever forget, like I say, you matter and you're enough.
Love is the main reason for how all this happened. Love for all my fans, love for all the shows. Got love for all my memories, no matter where I go. Even if I'm out to nothing, I know there's always something. It's not a fitness test, but it'll always